Okay, so nobody's getting the truth from the mainstream media, folks. It's well past time to open your eyes, your ears, and your mind. Do your own research because something isn't right here. And if you can't see that, you are not paying attention, folks.
It's the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order. A world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations.
So let's look at each one of these and see how we can get this down to zero. Probably one of these numbers is going to have to get pretty near to zero. Now that's back from high school algebra, but let's take a look. First we've got
I don't even know if I'm in.
Are we having Wi-Fi issues?
I don't think so.
Oh.
No, I've got heaps. I've got some sort of issue. Hello, everybody.
Well, I've unmuted you.
I'm in the background, guys. I don't know what's going
frozen. On. Okay, hang on.
Cazz is gone.
Okay, go for it.
Hello, how you going?
Okay.
What a start to a Monday.
I think Cazz is frozen.
I think Cazz is frozen. The intro's gone down. And, yeah, what a way to start the week, guys. How are you? All right. Well, caught me unawares. Anyway, you can hear, not see him. All right, you've got me now, guys. Everyone, just someone in the comments.
Are you unmuted?
Yeah, I'm unmuted.
Okay.
Yep. All right, can you hear me? That's what I want to know, guys. Thumbs up if you got me.
We can hear you. Okay.
We can hear me? Okay.
All right.
Cool as.
Cazz froze and got kicked.
All right, that's what we're going through, guys. So, yeah, that was my start, guys. Censorship. Wow. Okay, so we've lost the stop the rot, ... sack the lot channel. Yep. Gone. Yeah. Right, just gone. Obviously been, reported or something. We don't know. We got an idea, guys. But anyway, this is what we're up against, guys. This little channel is trying to be silenced at the moment, guys. All right, there are some people that don't want the information that we may have or the conversation that we may have out there. And as you've seen, if you follow me on Twitter, you will find that I have been pretty forthright over the weekend in replying to a few people about a few topics, and I won't be holding anything back, guys. All right, so let's just see where it goes. But anyway, look, at Port Kembla Court, for all you Wollongong people, Port Kembla Court Wednesday, we got a gentleman going down there acting in his own sovereign right, and yeah, it would probably be worth going and have a look at that. Okay, Luffy's going to court, so let's see what goes there, guys. Says he's going to do us proud, so I believe he will stand in his sovereignty, and yeah, we'll see if he can get the result for us. Okay, so stop the rots down. Now, guys, on Monday, and I haven't got Cazz back in yet, but so I'll just talk about it. But isn't it funny how, we're getting censored, all our international people have sort of gone a bit quiet on us, you know what I mean, because of the talk out there. And look, I'm fine with that, guys. One of them had actually come back and contacted me today, a pretty big name, actually, that we're going to have a chat in the morning. But, guys, on Sunday, we're getting censorship like nothing, all right? And then on Sunday, what happens?
You've got the paper because Cazz isn't in.
Cazz isn't in, but, yeah, I got the paper here because when I saw it, and I only saw it because we were visiting my dad at the hospital.
Oh, here she is. Hang on.
And
you might bring it up.
But there
you go. There
it is, guys. The Sunday Telegraph. So that's our little Jess there, and that's Pepsi. Oh, there you go. That's Pepsi, the little dog there. That way. Yep. Okay. Oh. And there it is. Righto. So isn't it funny that we're getting censorship, guys, really, really hard? People are trying to, shut us down in all directions. All right. And here you are. Mel had spoken to a lady that was doing this, but, with Dad being in hospital and that, guys, and Dad's doing fine. Thank you, everyone. But, yeah, with Dad being in hospital, Mel just said, yeah, I agree sort of with what you're doing. And unbeknownst to us, there we go. We're getting censored. So what happens, guys? The good Lord whacks us out around the nation on the Sunday Telegraph. Okay, so thank God. That's all it is, guys. He works in mysterious ways, but I do believe that was him just saying, listen, hold your ground, guys. Jesse's got you. Yeah, I mean, because we didn't even know that was going up, guys. So big happy birthday to Mel, and what a way to have a birthday with a little daughter on the front of the national paper. All right, again, what out there for the kids, hopefully, and anyway, hopefully it can make a difference, guys. All right, so I don't know if Cazz is, it looks like Cazz is back in, right? Iranian president supposedly dead, guys. We'll look into this in the show. Have a look at that. Now, there's supposed to be a UK High Court ruling on Assange, okay, going on today sometime, so we got to keep our eye on that. All right. Okay, that's just Cazz loading up. All right. Now, we had a top secret meeting in Ireland by the globalists, right? And it got infiltrated by the Irish Patriots. So a big throw out to the Irish Patriots, guys. Well done. All right. Nothing gets past us anymore, guys. All right. Nothing. All right. Absolutely nothing. We've got this thing. We know every move they're making. And this is what we got to do, guys. Infiltrate. Just like we all went and done at the One Nation rally. People having a go at us because there's a picture of me and Bergsworth floating around out there. Man, I've never called Bergsworth anything. You know what I mean? And if anyone can show me Bergs ain't a good guy, well, you show me. But I mean, we went to the One Nation. Why? To infiltrate the infiltrators, guys. And we're cop and curry over it. There was more stop the rot sack a lot of people there than there was anything else. Well, everybody was there. All right. So, yeah, it was a good day. We all got together. We all put out our own pamphlets. We infiltrated the infiltrators, and happy days, guys. Right, I understand we're in a war. All right, and we can all unite. All right, for a unity for one purpose, guys, and that's to stop this machine. Okay. But anyway, righto. Now, Google Cloud has knocked out 135 billion worth of funds, right, including all the backups to it. Now, that is very, very, very strange, guys. All right. I'm really laughing at that one. All right. Google Cloud. Yeah, you're serious? And every backup went with it. Anyway, we'll see how the dust settles on that one. But the other thing I'll just tell you to watch, we've been talking a little bit in America, guys, and we're just watching Durham and Sessions. Okay. So I'll just throw those two names out there. I know everyone's going to go, oh, Sessions, Wait and watch. Okay. So Sessions and Durham, they've been out of the scene for a little while, guys. They're just starting to come back into the scene. All right. And we all know that this is the greatest show on earth, guys. All right. The greatest show on earth. Yeah, the cloud's a cloud, but where's the info gone? You're dead right. Oh, we just lost it all. All the backups, a lot, everything. Anyway, come in, Cazz, and we'll get cracking, mate. Share it out, guys, because we're down on channels. As I said, there's a new group out there. Everyone will get an invite and just jump on it, guys. Another Stop the Rot one. #2.
Yeah, the thing about that is UniSuper, an Australian pension fund that manages $135 billion worth of funds and has about 647 members, had its entire account wiped out at Google Cloud, including its backups. So, yeah. Yep.
What do you say to that, Cazz? Hey, and people are worried about, data harvesting. Guys have been data harvesting you since you started with your reward cards, all right, back in Woolies like 15 years ago or whatever it was. That's when they started data harvesting you, all right? And before that, it was your birth certificate, and, yeah, they got you. But we're breaking through.
Yeah, but we don't want to, but it should be, look, technology is neutral, and it should be owned by us without us owning our personal keys. So there's a way. It's the same with the digital ID, but instead of actually empowering us and letting us have the rights, so what have they done? Look at this. Now the government. So this is put out by Rise Melbourne. The digital ID passed only 2 days ago, and yet there's a website up already.
Yep.
You can apply for your digital ID.
They don't muck around, mate. Yeah, not compulsory. Not compulsory, but you can't buy fuel, eat, get a motel room, or probably anything else out there in the matrix without one.
That's it. And look, here's the thing too: is this is by Milk Bar TV, and his wife was stalked by the Safety Commissioner. He basically wrote a protest letter, and said, and also asked for, I think he might have done a FOIA as well. And guess what? So while the safety commissar is trying to make everything you do public or at least accessible by the government, then her people, so the people working in the e-safety office have every right to privacy, and Australian citizens don't. So he's being blocked from finding out who's been stalking his wife from the e-safety. But so by the e-safety commissioner,
they're stalking all of us.
Yeah, they're stalking all of us and making full-blown plans to do more of it, you know. And so
the scales of justice, people, they're supposed to sit like this, not like this. You know what I mean? Like, you know, even under their ruling, contract law must be, you know.
Yeah, when the government fears the people. Yeah, when the government fears the people, there's freedom, and when the people fear the government, it's tyranny. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Craig Kelly has put this out, and it's basically documents filed in the federal court reveal that the e-safety commissar used taxpayer funds to have the internet monitored, and anyone making critical comment of her was reported and put on the list. So we are already in the China situation. Okay, so basically this is what's going on in China. China now ranks good and bad citizens as well as families with social credit score. Citizens and families with good social credit score can get cheap loans and benefits from the government, while those with bad social credit score are denied even medical care and pensions. So this is basically where we pretty much already are.
Yep. No, we are, mate. They're taking us right into it, cazz. But anyway, that's all right. We just don't comply, guys. They can bring out the system all they want, but if we don't comply with it, they haven't got a system. It's as simple as that. Yeah,
well, the memes are coming thick and fast. I think this might be a Jody Lowe one. It looks like a Jody Lowe.
Yeah, for sure.
Voluntary my ass. Here's my digital ID. So now on that, there's a guy on Twitter, and his handle is actually Viking, I think it is. Where is it? Something Viking, Dunder Viking, and he talks about the digital ID.
Good morning, my fellow Australians. I won't be seeing you at breakfast. I've only been having dinner this last week because I can tell I haven't been moving enough. I've gotten a little bit heavier than I like. But I come to you today to tell you, when there is an unjust law, it is your right and your obligation not to comply. When the businesses of Australia begin to mandate the government-issued digital ID, none of us are to comply. For it will be a prelude to central banking digital currencies. It will be a prelude to your social credit score. It will connect to your vaccine passport that they will bring back. And if not this term, future governments will. We must always look to the future. And so I always imagined, what would be the threat that we face in a free democratic country? I used to wonder this when I was young, but yet here we are. Tyrants, unelected bureaucrats, lobbyists, encouraging the government to control us further, to track us, to regulate us. The e-safety commissioner is even putting together a list of dissidents, people they need to silence. The Australian government is gone tyrannical, have gone communist.
Basically, yeah, that's it. Now, that full video is available on the website. I suggest you go and watch it. It does things really, really well. So
yeah, no, he does. He's goes well.
And of course, you've got this meme. So this is a parody account, guys. But anyway, it's apparently from Anthony Albanese. This morning I received a call from Klaus Schwab. He expressed his congratulations on the successful passing of the digital ID legislation. Mr. Schwab acknowledged our forward-thinking approach and the leadership we have shown in dropping these advancements. So,
and for reward, Taz, him and two of his cronies get new jets. 450 million bucks worth or something. Yeah, 450 billion something.
Oh, it's not a reward. We're paying for that. This is taxpayers.
Yeah, but that's their reward for getting it through. Look at this. Yeah, we're paying for it, all right.
Yeah, no, well, he spends a lot of time in the air, so he needs to be comfortable. I mean, he is our PM after all.
So what happened to the lease deal on the last aircraft? What, they need him now to spray more chemtrails on us, so Albo's had to go and buy his own because, like, they need them ones as well. They can't kill us quick enough. Is that the idea?
Basically, I think so. It could be. Look, Tanya Lawrence, look at her little
Will
evil
make people
smile at the end of
safer.
this.
This bill will make people safer. It will make our holding of our personal identification more secure, convenient, and will ensure it's voluntary. I commend the bill to the House, and I thank the Minister for her stewardship.
She's telling you there it's not.
They just stand there and lie to you.
It's just,
They go all right.
just smile if you're lying. Smile if you're lying, okay? It's just like,
It's unreal.
oh my goodness. I know it's unreal. Look, the big news of it, of course,
and they're not hiding a thing now. They're just, the normal punter at home can read that language, guys. They're not hiding a thing, mate.
No, that's it. Look, let's just put the Collaroy Forest of the Fallen on before we go into the big news. This is Renegade Rosie.
Autumn day, and we're back at Collaroy. We've had some amazing conversations already. They're still vaccinating across the road, $90 a time. The chemists having a great revenue raising time with childhood vaccines and COVID vaccines. Our loyal supporters are here, and someone who's already given a testimonial has come back to say hello, which is always special to see them again. Thankfully, her sons, who both had pericarditis, appear to be getting a little bit better. But I did speak to a lady just a few minutes ago who tragically, her friend had a 17-year-old son. He got injected on, I believe, a Friday, went camping, came back home on the Sunday night, and when his mother came in to see him in the morning, he'd succumbed to what they're describing as teenage SIDS. It's just despicable what people are being told. It's so unfair. Anyway, we're spreading the word here at Collaroy again, and people are very receptive. We don't really get any backlash anymore, which is a relief, because people all seem to know someone who's been hurt. So we continue to spread the word to raise awareness that our friends here need support. And they're not anti-vaxxers. They're just people who believe the government and have suffered the most terrible consequences as a result.
So across the road, did she say they were $90 a shot?
I think that's what
so
she said.
They're now charging you to actually get turbo cancer.
Yeah, basically.
You're kidding me. You're kidding me.
Yeah.
People are still paying for this shit. Wow.
All right, let's do some.
Well, they're not giving them away for nothing. But I suppose on the North Shore, they got too much money up there.
We've got a new Stop the Rot page. That's it there. Thank you, Beck.
Your original page taken down, guys, and we're going to see more of it, guys. They're out to I'll put a list out of the ones that me and Mel have actually been banned from in the next day or two, guys. But it's incredible how many chats I can't enter anymore at the moment. Amazing. Anyway, life goes on. God wins.
All right, so this is the AV weather. It's on tour, and it's going to be at Mangapla Hall for Saturday, the 1st of June, 2024, 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. start. It's $20, and if you're interested, Michael Cox and Suzanne Cox. We also have the Farmers Rally, May 31st. Join at your local CBD in support of Western Australian farmers and Australia-wide. Farmers all over Australia are joining forces. The farming industry can't stay idle as Anthony Albanese, Murray Watt and the federal government destroy our communities. This won't stop with live sheep exports. Live cattle exports will be next. So, get along to those areas. Also, on the 27th of May, we've got the Unity in Canberra. This is organised by Mike Holton, the Common Law Group. And they're going there to tell the Governor-General to sack the Parliament, sack the judges, bring in martial law until we, the people, can amend the Constitution, elect a government of the people, for the people, by the people. So, 27th, that one's on.
Get behind everything, guys. It's time to just come together around the country, right, and just take it back, all right? We got to teach people not to comply, guys, okay? That's the job now.
That's it.
That's what the partners are paid. All right, each job.
So the big news, of course, World War III is trending on Twitter, and also so the Iranian president has died in a helicopter crash. it wasn't just him; it was also his foreign minister as well. And there's also the Supreme Leader. Okay, so Iran's Supreme Leader has said if we find evidence that Israel is involved in the helicopter crash of the president of Iran, we will respond beyond the imagination of Israel and its allies. Now, there's a couple of things that are really fascinating. First of all, there is this video, which is...
Welcome back, May 19th.
And that's the pharmacists are getting $90, guys, to shoot him. Yeah, they're not paying $90. Sorry, it's the pharmacists are getting $90 for every shot. Make a good living on a Saturday, couldn't you? Anyway.
There's the Rosie. She's made a comment there. Very good. All right, now there's this report from the weather. Now this is the day of the crash, and suddenly it was wiped.
Very pixelated, but I want to show you something interesting. You can see the date up here. We're on May 18th. Now this happened the morning or early in the day on the 19th, and now it's obviously a whole different time. So as I move this, you're going to notice something weird. We get into nightfall. This is the beginning of the night of the 18th for this part of the world. And as we move forward, you're going to notice something. We're going to get to the end of this bar here where we should be moving into the 19th, which is where we would see the weather and what's going on in this area when the helicopter crashed. But look what happens here. They have removed the entire 19th from the weather chart. You're going to see I'm just about at the end of the data here. Watch, it goes from the 18th right to the 20th. There it goes. Boom. It just pops from the 18th to the 20th, removing the entire 19th day. So we cannot see what was going on here no matter what setting I pick here. And I'll just show you on this chart here. This overlay here is meant to be able to see fog, and we'd be looking right in this area here. And again, you move from the 18th across the day. These take a little bit longer to load, but once you get all the way to here, it goes from the 18th to the 20th right there. Again, one click covers an entire day. So they have removed 24 hours of weather from one of the biggest weather charts that exists. This is one of the most detailed charts we can use to find weather all over the world, and we would be able to see.
So you've got that happening. Yeah.
You're a conspiracy theorist, Cazz. You're a conspiracy theorist, mate. Like, I mean, obviously, the whole day, they just wiped, what? Because it was Mel's birthday, they wiped it off. Maybe that was it. It was Mel's birthday. They wiped it off the map. There you go.
They did. They wiped it off the map. But also, there's a couple of interesting things in regards to that. So that apparently is where it happened.
Yep.
But the other interesting thing, and this is very interesting, and I don't know that this has come out on any news things yet, but so what actually happened is in Iran, they arrest over 250 in raid on a Satanist network. That happened on Friday.
A week ago.
No, that happened on Friday, and 2 days later, what happened? Yep.
Bang.
So, basically, it was a raid.
Interesting, guys.
Well, very interesting. So
there's no coincidences, Cazz.
No, they are trying to kick off World War III as well, so this would actually work in for it. Now, the reason why they've been having such problems is because they're really good. Once upon a time, there were proper journalists in the world, and John Pilger, who recently died, he was one of them. Now, this is 10 years old, and he was writing 10 years ago, in Ukraine, the US is dragging us towards war with Russia. So he was actually warning about
predicting it
as far back as 2014.
Yeah. No, this is mate, a lot of people have predicted it. We know it. You know what they're going to do. A lot of it's biblical too, guys. So we know these countries are going to come into it. You know what I mean? But anyway, we just see what happens. I do not believe we'll go into World War III, but I'm certainly saying the propaganda machine is setting up the movie to look like that, and pushing the propaganda to have everyone go into the fear panic that is going to happen. That would be my comment on it all, actually.
Well, the exposure is still happening all over the place, and one of them is this lady here, and God bless her, the Pfizer whistleblower. She has come out and talked about it.
That I found all these documents on the database in August 2021.
So in August 2021, and thank you for that. I mean, it's such a it's what you did was so brave, and bringing this to light. I mean, it must have been frustrating because you can't get media to listen. But then, okay, so you start to find these documents, and what did you find in these documents?
The first thing I found was in, I think, June or July of 2021. And it was a graphene oxide report from Spain that this lab had found graphene oxide in one vial of Pfizer vaccine that didn't have a full dosage in it. And so they compared it under microscope to 100% graphene oxide, and they determined that it looks almost identical, but requested more samples so that they could do a more structural chemical analysis than just visual.
Right.
And later, much later, I followed up on them to see what had happened. And if I remember correctly, 28 vials out of 100 did have graphene oxide of the Pfizer vials.
Had graphene oxide. Did you have any evidence that Pfizer?
That woman is a former Pfizer employee.
Yep.
So, but we knew that it was coming and I just wanted to just do a bit of a flashback as well, because we knew that it was coming because of this kind of stuff here that was going on. This is the 2012 Olympics.
2012 Olympics opening ceremony has to be one of the most creepiest performances I have ever seen. I'm talking about the one done by the National Health Service. The performance starts with hundreds of hospital beds all over the stage, and there's nurses reading them bedtime stories before they go to bed. After they're done reading them the bedtime story, they eventually tuck all the kids into bed. Once this is done, they do this interesting little dance, and then it cuts to the scene where there's this girl under her covers reading a book, and when everyone's asleep, the demons.
That little interesting dance. Look at that. That's the TikToks. Remember the TikToks? They're all doing that together in the unison stuff.
Start to come out. The camera keeps cutting to her and then to the demons as they multiply, alongside other creepy things. I'm guessing this is a big cage to trap everyone. The girl that was reading the bedtime story then gets lured up by this massive demon that spawns out of nowhere. Say what you want. I don't care what children's book or
Now, there's people, they talk about the revelation of the method, or they have to actually show us what they believe, that karma is on them if they don't tell us, okay? But if they tell us what's going to happen, but they can't tell us in facts, okay? They tell us in fictional form, but they believe that they've told us and we didn't do anything about it, so therefore karma is on us. There's no blood on their hands. This is what they believe. Guys,
this is what they believe.
This is what they believe.
Yep.
I'm not saying I believe it, but I'm saying that this is what they believe.
Yeah,
So,
and it's and when you believe stuff, guys, that's how you get stuff out into the ether, into the atmosphere, and make it work. Because they believe it. We just need to believe that we've got this, and we're going to go and get it back, and we will go and get it back. So, it's all part of the mind frame.
That's right. Now, it's also happening in pop culture. So you've got Jimmy Dore, and he has actually come out, and he is vaccine damaged.
I took the Moderna vaccine. I got vaccine injured. People told me to shut up about it, not talk about it. When I looked into it, I found out we were being lied to about everything. They lied to us about where the virus came from. And if you said it came from a lab, you were a white supremacist. They lied about funding it. Now the NIH admits they funded that. Dr. Fauci lied twice to Congress about funding that. They lied about masks. They lied about herd immunity. They lied about natural immunity. They lied about transmission. They lied about contraction. There wasn't a thing they didn't lie about. And the thing is that's why they told you, please don't do your own research. Because if you did, you'd find out that this was a big scam and everybody was lying to you about it from start to finish. The average age of death from COVID in the United States, 82 years old. The average life expectancy in the United States is 77. So if you get COVID, you get 5 more years. That's what it looks like to me. So there wasn't a thing they didn't lie about. So that's changed me.
All right, he's a top comedian in the United States, for those of you that don't know. So, look, the culture war is really important. It's important that people like that are speaking out. Speaking of culture war, the Kim Kardashian stuff has been coming out, and oh my goodness, it is crazy. And I have to find it because they wiped my studio beforehand. So now I have to actually look around for it. Because it was sitting there.
I know nothing about the Kardashians. Botox babies.
I'm just going to get straight to it because I know everyone, like the Kardashians, everyone's leaking tapes. The government's letting people know some things that are on tapes. But Kris Jenner has been on audio tapes But this what they got Kim for? Hold on. Y'all watch this.
We're closing in on Kim Kardashian. The FBI investigation, initially a tremor threatening her carefully constructed image, has morphed into a full-blown earthquake threatening to engulf her entire empire. Leaked information paints a picture of a woman who allegedly used a seductive facade to mask a ruthless ambition, wielding stolen documents and secrets like weapons. Kim Kardashian has found herself at the center of a sensational scandal, with federal authorities uncovering a shocking plot allegedly orchestrated by the reality TV star. The Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, has disclosed disturbing details, accusing Kardashian of a scheme involving drugging high-profile men in order to...
Yes, you heard that right. Kim Kardashian is caught in a plot of drugging high professional men, okay, for documents and other blackmail. But it keeps going.
Kardashian of a scheme involving drugging high-profile men in order to pilfer crucial documents for personal enrichment and blackmail purposes. The saga unfolded when federal agents executed a dramatic raid on the residence of music mogul Diddy, revealing a cache of incriminating video footage. This footage purportedly captures Kardashian engaged in activities that have sent shockwaves through the entertainment and legal worlds alike. In a turn of events that has both stunned and captivated the public, the FBI claims that Kardashian, known for her glamorous image and celebrity status, was not only involved in the theft of vital information, but also used it as leverage to further her own interests. The gravity of these allegations...
And in the meantime, not one person on the Epstein list has been charged.
No, they haven't.
No one.
No, interesting.
No one.
No, very interesting, isn't it?
No one.
But it gets worse. The Diddy stuff is coming out, and the Jay-Z one is apparently heaps worse. And one of the court documents, I mean, it's too filthy to even talk about. But it's basically I'll put it in these terms. One female captured her monthly menstruation to give to Diddy so that he could pass it around at parties. So that was a girl by the name of Cassie, I think it was. So that's cult-like activity.
Yeah.
You know, like the thing is that they call us cookers and that we display cult-like activity. No, we're exposing cult-like activity. You have got the king. You've got the current King of England with a Baphomet image when it's inverted and turned upside down in his portrait. You've also got him lifelong best friends with Jimmy Savile, who was not only a pedophile, also a necrophiliac. So, and also there are testimonies of him engaging in satanic ritual abuse.
Yep.
So that's crazy.
Look, it's all coming out, but guys, it's distraction. While that's, as I said, not one person on the Epstein client list has been charged yet. Not one. Just take that into perspective, guys. It's a war.
That's it. All right. So now there's protests happening, and this is really good. It's actually great to see this going on in Ontario.
Take a picture over here.
So that's it in Ontario.
Yep. Unreal. Shouldn't it? Yep. Should be on every street corner, guys. That's where it should be. That's unreal. That's what we need. Major intersections. We need to be doing it. Okay. Because that's the way we're going to educate people, because they're slipping into the old, digital comfortable. Oh, yeah, I got my phone here. I can do anything. Oh, yeah.
There's also a lot of what we've got a lot of at the moment is also there's a lot of arrests involving pedophiles, which is good.
Worldwide, cazz. Every country. It is worldwide.
Yeah.
It's a military sting. It's an underground sting on the pedos.
It is. So this TV sports presenter is arrested on suspicion of raping a child after police carried out a raid on the Home Star. So, and you've also got this very strange one about these. I think it's a Jewish synagogue. Hasidic, I think it was. And I've just got to find it because they just love playing with me. Here we go.
And this one plays out like a mafia movie, a year-long campaign to silence witnesses, including a $500,000 bribe, a guy who wore a wire in order to catch the bad guys, all in order to make those sex abuse charges just disappear. And it's all playing out in the ultra-Orthodox community in Williamsburg, Brooklyn.
A coterie of people in the community that are hell-bent on intimidating.
Brooklyn District Attorney Charles Hines is aggressively pursuing 4 Hasidic Jews who he says are trying to bribe and intimidate witnesses in a sex assault case. The 4 Williamsburg Hasidim were hit with a laundry list of charges for allegedly offering a $500,000 bribe to a couple to make a sex assault charge just go away, even intimidating them to leave New York and go back to Israel so the district attorney's office would have no case.
They know that their children are thrown out of yeshiva schools. They can lose their apartment.
All 4 pleaded not guilty in court today, and each made bail, some of it as high as $75,000.
They are obviously going to be fighting these cases vehemently, and they're looking forward to the day in court.
The DA says Abraham Rubin is the ringleader, charging him with bribery and witness tampering and coercion.
Rubin is charged with offering $500,000 to the outcry witness and the victim to basically disappear.
Hertzka, Joseph, and Jacob Berger were charged with coercion and harassment and criminal mischief for destroying signage on a kosher store owned by the boyfriend of the woman who was allegedly molested, as well as for making threatening phone calls.
What do you think about the charges?
The sect of ultra-Orthodox Jews is extremely insular, shying away from all media coverage. But tensions in the community were evident during a recent community gathering to raise defense funds for 53-year-old Nehema Weberman, who is accused of molesting a girl, now 17, for 3 years. Many others protested protecting this accused abuser.
We've had another one, Cazz. We've had another one from, I can't remember now, high up in the ABC or something, or Channel 10 or something, that's gone down. Did you see that?
Yeah, there's been a few actually here.
Yeah, it's happening. It is. You can't deny it is not going down. You know, you can't.
No, I think what I'm going to do, I need to actually start collecting all of these and putting them into a file, because it's happening thick and fast, and it's easy to sort of like just go, you know, just basically get lost in them. Now, Australian government. Well, I know, but look what the Australian government's trying to do. They're basically going to come in on the side of the French in New Caledonia. Now, what gets me?
Oh, yeah.
The Defence Force is on standby to fly to New Caledonia to help restore order in the country. But Noumea Airport remains closed, and there is no time frame for when it'll reopen. 6 people have been killed during days of violence in the French territory, prompted by changes to voting rights. The Australian government is aware of about 300 Australians that remain there. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese says French authorities have been providing regular updates about the situation.
The situation is really concerning. We're doing everything possible to help Australians who are on the ground. There are 300 registered with the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade, and the Australian Defence Force is certainly ready to fly.
Bullshit. So everyone's allowed to have a voice.
Yeah.
So he wants the Indigenous Australians to have a voice, but the Indigenous New Caledonians, the Islanders who want to get rid of the French, they're not allowed to have a voice.
It's unreal. It's just so one-sided, and people just, you know, they're waking up to it now. They really are. You know, we've go on, keep going the news. I've got a couple of things here, but yeah.
Yeah, no, well, the only other important things is, of course, we've BlackRock again, but look, we just have to keep on hammering it. So Wall Street Silver has put this out. So and it's an article, and it's from the real estate finance section, and it says investors are scooping up roughly 1 in 5 homes sold in the housing market and making more money than before. Wall Street Silver has said BlackRock will own everything by 2030. Now, we've already covered Jim Willey's report, where he was saying that they're forcing BlackRock owns the shares in the insurance companies, I think it was. Yep. They're unable to insure them, so the mortgages foreclosed on them, and then BlackRock comes in and buys them up. So the BlackRock probably owns part of the bank as well. So they're actually like, people have saved up this deposit, put it on there, so they're actually getting at both ends. It's just Like if that's the reality of what his report was, then it's just crazy. You know, it's so outrageously wrong.
No, it is. Yeah, we just got to turn our backs on it, guys. All right, we really do. You know, it's going to take a massive effort, but I do believe that that's what we're going to do because it's 2030. They're ramping into that quick, guys. That it's not a slow hit anymore, and people are waking up to it. A lot of people. Okay, I've been up the hospital, as I said. I wasn't meant to be in there, guys, supposedly. Over the whole weekend, all right, I got barred, right? We won't go into it. But anyway,
you didn't do anything.
I didn't do anything, but I was put on a hot list that I couldn't go in and see my dad in the hospital. You know what I done, guys? He went in Thursday. Friday, I was in there wearing my guru hat because they knew of me as guru, all right? Someone had put me in. I'm a maniac. I'm a crazy guy. He takes on chemists. He hates you, hospitals and doctors. So I'm on a barred list. Well, all weekend, guys, I've been in there anytime I want, wearing this hat and betting right in their face. All right. And no one said boo to me. And I was on my best behavior as I always am. But yeah, guys, just stand up, man. Don't worry about what you hear and what rules they want to try and put on you. Just go and do your thing and do it proud. Put your hat on and walk in. Let them know who you are.
And what's crazy is people are actually, this lady here now, she's actually campaigning. Like, let's look at her.
6 a.m. and I'm doing the 15-mile run from St. Louis City to Creveport, Missouri, without the hundreds of preachers that wanted to join me because they pissed off a bunch of weak and gay people that always find a way to mess things up. So fuck you and what you become Missouri's 41st Secretary of State.
Like
good on her.
Like she's actually just basically campaigning on it. So good on her. Yeah. Good on her.
Yeah. Forrest Gump, mate. She'll have a whole heap behind her in a minute. They'll be crossing the country.
That's it.
That's what we need.
Right.
That's to participate. Where's all the runners? They should be just getting on with her and going bang.
But the thing is though that people are just going, okay, I'm bad, but I'm not as shit as they are, and you can't buy me. Like they're just basically advertising. They're advertising all of their, and it's been done before as well. I think that Bob Hawke he wrote a story, didn't he? He wrote a book about how he was an alcoholic and all that sort of stuff, or all of the wild things he did before
as well.
Yeah, but he actually put it out there in a book before he became PM, so it does actually work. Anyway, look, I'll let you wrap up because I'm going to go and grab our outro, which is really cool.
All right. Well, I think there's a space on tonight, guys. Someone's going to host it. I'll come in for a little while and co-host. I'm just trying to grab a little bit of time and to ourselves here, guys, whilst I got all this going on with my dad and everything. So, but the space will be definitely on. Now, a couple of things we didn't get to because I just get lost in here when Cazzy gets kicked out. But yeah, Putin's put an ultimatum to the UK, right, about them, mucking around and sending British weapons to go against Russian targets. So, we got that going on. Now, Coca-Cola, guys, in Australia, all right, I've got that right. They're taking water. I'll get this clip actually over to the website for you guys so you can have a look. But, just what they're taking out of our aquifer, and it's Coca-Cola, and, it's just ridiculous. The farmers can't keep the land going, but, Coca-Cola for, I don't know, about 20 years now, have had this lease to take as much water as they want out of there. You know what I mean? Our water, and then bottle it and sell it, So Russia's also seized a heap of assets of major European banks. Okay, so again, guys, in the background, there is crap going down. All right, they're saying now that San Francisco is more dangerous than Colombia or Brazil. And that's from a Google employee, guys, on the streets there in San Francisco. And there's a lake, San Joaquin Valley, all right? It's called Tula Lake, and it's a bit like the lake we've got down here called Lake George, guys, going into Canberra, and it disappears, and it's come back for after 130 years. It's full now. People are living in that valley now, so there's been a bit of it, but anyway, it's emptying again. So I just thought I found that quite interesting too. That giant lake, you know what I mean? 130, and mate, it was big enough to have, like they used to, travel. Like have boats in there taking supplies, right up. So again, very interesting how things disappear and things come back, and just what's going on. We got the same down here with Lake George near Canberra, guys. It disappears, it comes back, it goes away, And then we've got the poppies. We didn't get the sunflowers on tonight, Caz, but we'll get them on tomorrow night, maybe. Yeah. I thought that was quite interesting.
Interesting, yeah. Okay. So, look, have you finished wrapping up? Because I've got Holly's.
Yeah, the wrap up is, guys, get to our new page. All right, start signing up on the new Stop the Rot page. All right, don't let the censorship beat us, guys. Let's see how many people we can get on that page. Get it huge. All right, and let's just keep going because we're up against it. This little page at the moment. There's a lot of a lot of people out there confused with the wrong information, guys. But that's cool. That's all part of the war. Okay, so let's help us keep going. We've got your back like you've got our back. And thank you to all the beautiful comments and that. And, comments of support I've got out there in Twitter sphere and other places, guys. All right, we really appreciate it. We stand in truth and we will continue to stand in truth. Good night, guys. Thanks.
There's a video I think that Holly put together. Keeps falling.
Well done, Holly.
He's an old guy, has dementia, can't lead us, and the country is screwed. Tells some big lies, barely speaks English, sniffs children, and their mom's hair too goes the wrong way. When he leaves his speeches, gets lost each day in the White House yard. All the Dems say that we should re-elect him. How can he run when walking is hard? And Joe